You may have noticed on my channel that I didn't make a video about the whole Rotor Riot thing. Um, I just kind of sat back and like watched it all unfold on various different YouTube channels and even on Facebook. Super deep on Facebook, some of the threads. People are really arguing kind of in our own community. And that's always unfortunate. And the reason is because it's a very political thing. Um, but I'm not going to get into that because what I have you here for today is just to give you my awareness, my insight, and my overview of where I think we are in the FPV hobby, where we're going, where we should go, and what we should do if we want to stick together as a community. I mean, obviously, you know, it's hard to stick together when people draw lines everywhere in the sand and there's a lot of fighting going on. And aside from that, you know, we're a super small community, right? Um, but what we have to realize is in the broader picture of what's going on right now, and with the way the world is, you need to understand that the hobby is changing because of politics. It always has been ever since the beginning of these little machines. Okay. So when they first came out, everyone knew they were fun and they were a tool. And, you know, it went kaboom from there. No pun intended. But I think and I predict that a very similar thing is happening to FPV as kind of what happened to crypto the last couple years. I think maybe the powers that be, maybe they don't want this to become popular, what you guys are doing. And even if you're just doing it for fun, maybe they want to get rid of it. I hope not, because it has become a big part of the RC hobby. And one of the main reasons why we come out here and we come to places like this, I mean, I'm looking at over a soccer field in front of me. There's a parking lot right here. There's a lot of trees around. It's that one time during your day when you can go out and you can just be out here in a place like this. And it's really good for your mental health. I mean, it's the same to me as just going for a walk at the end of the day after I've been working on these videos or just been stressed out with my kids or family situations or anything like that. I've talked about FPV and mental health on this channel a whole bunch, and it does hurt me to get in squabbles with other channels or get involved with FPV drama. We're all people at the end of the day, and we take it. You know, we try not to take it personally, and we say we don't take it personally, but we all do. Every single person who has a channel takes probably most of the criticisms to heart, and then they kind of think about how to respond to that or not respond to it. But as a social media person, you kind of putting yourself out there all the time, and I've been doing it for 10 years and I've heard everything under the sun about me. But I also have some pretty awesome supporters, and you guys are always following. Even people that don't like me subscribe to this channel. So that says something right there. So you don't have to like me, but I will keep bringing you the content because getting outside and doing stuff outside is why I do this. And I was tired of sitting in an office, you know, in a cubicle or editing in an editing suite with no windows and just sitting there editing videos till the end of my life. Sometimes I didn't even know if it was raining outside. I'd go outside for lunch and it would be pouring down rain in a thunderstorm, either in New York where I was working or Georgia at the time. And so I left that kind of lifestyle, but I mean, I think there's a lot of crazy stuff going on in the world right now. So, you know, I'm not trying to choose sides on any side of this fence. And I purposely stayed out of it because there's just been so much going on with DJI, you know, all of that drama. You know, it's political drama and this and that. And I tried to report all of that DJI stuff with kind of like if you went to watch some news somewhere, you want to watch it with without a whole lot of bias. You want to watch it with like just the facts. Just give me the facts. That's what I want. A lot of times, I'll try to find news media outlets that, you know, are not constantly bashing Biden or Trump. If I just hear the facts, I'm good for the day. It's all I need. I don't need to hear all the BS about this candidate or that candidate. Because at the end of the day, I'm gonna make my own decisions on how I feel and about certain subjects and where I lie. And when I was growing up, you know, my grandfather and his friends, they didn't talk about who they were going to vote for. You know, back when we were kids, those guys didn't talk about publicly who they were going to vote for. I mean, you kind of knew who was a Republican and who was a Democrat, but they didn't really talk about it that much. So that's kind of changed now because everybody puts their opinion out there on the internet. And opinions are like, you know, everybody's got one. But I came out here today to make this video to just kind of, you know, just kind of get out here, sit under a tree, and reflect on all of the shit that's going on, like everywhere. So tune it out. Don't listen too much to the chatter. If you get in, see those threads going, just kind of hop out of them. I read a little bit of it, and it just went on and on and on. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. And I understand why people are so heated about everything. But this hobby, it's all about you. It's not about everyone else. Because when you're at home and you charge your batteries and you're about to put all your gear in the car, you get in your car and you go drive somewhere. A lot of you guys fly by yourself. You know, you're supposed to have a spotter, but most of you guys fly by yourself and you don't even know anyone for hundreds of miles that fly FPV. There's tons of you guys on my channel that wish you had just a buddy, one buddy to fly with, and I get that. I don't have anybody that lives right next to me either. So it's just one of those things that you do by yourself when you come out. You enjoy some packs, you rip some packs, you record it. And when you record your rip, then you can share it with the world, the world of social media. And you might get a couple comments on your video, and that's awesome. Makes you feel good. And sometimes you'll get trolled. I mean, if you put yourself out there, that's what happens, right? Because people love to talk people down. So, yeah, it makes them feel good. I always tell my kids, bad guys are sad guys, okay? So, yeah, let's get into getting on what I came out here to do. And what I came out here to do today was just do some FPV freestyle. Little 2S, petrol 85. This is one of my favorite sizes. It's so much different. It's almost like an indoor, outdoor size drone at 85 millimeters. My favorite little like gorilla whooper. If you've ever heard of that, that's what they call them. If you go around places you're not really technically supposed to be flying, like people are flying around New York City with tiny whoops, like little 1S ones that weigh 22 grams or so. This one is around 48 grams, so a little heavier than the smaller ones. But these are fun to fly, and they're really a lot of fun to freestyle. So I think you guys will dig it. If you want to hang out and fly with me, that would be like a friend to me if you'd hang out and just watch the flight. I'm not a great pilot. I'm not, you know, I'm not schizo, Mr. Steel, or anything like that. But I keep doing this, and I always will. So I appreciate the new guys and the guys, a lot of you guys that have been here for 10 years on this channel. So that's the FPV State of the Union right now. The State of the Union, the state of FPV Union right now is that shit is crazy. So hang in there. Stay positive, you guys. Stay positive. Don't let them get you all riled up. All right? Let's go fly. All right, so remember what I said about there's a lot of crap that we put up with this hobby. If you're brand new, this is kind of what you can expect on every once in a while. And it's been a while. It's been 2 or 3 years since I treed a drone, but I flew straight into that tree, mainly because I was screwing around, flying blind back this direction. Kind of stupid. But it's a micro, it's a 2S, so that's the things you can do with micro. You can screw around. But yeah, so that one's in the tree, and the Petrol 85 is great. It flies amazing, but it doesn't have a very good beeper. So I can just barely hear it beeping up in this tree. Now I'm gonna show you this tree over here. Come check out this tree. All right. This tree right here. So it's up there somewhere. I don't have any clue. I can hear it, but I can't see it anywhere. It's so small. If it was a 5-inch, I'd probably fly another 5-inch up there, figure out where it is, and then just go get some PVC pipe. What I do is I take Gorilla Tape and I put a 15-foot section of PVC pipe. Just go to Home Depot. I've done 40 feet of it up a tree before, and it works great. But in this instance, like, check out how thick this tree is from the bottom. I can't even see it from the bottom. Like, check this out. She is thick up there. Really thick. It's a good wind going right now, which you might hear in the mic. Unless my mic, what do you call it? Noise filter works really good, maybe. But yeah, and I can't even hear the beeper right now down here on the base of the tree. But that's how this hobby goes, man. Like, you win some, you lose some, and it seems like we do lose a lot. So I just hope that we don't keep losing. You know what I mean? But I appreciate you guys for hanging out on the channel and getting my perspective of everything FPV always. I'll bring you more reviews and tutorials, all that good stuff. And Maybe I should just stay in here for another 10 minutes and listen to that tiny little beeper up there. I can just barely hear it. It's like, it's such a low sounding beeper that it sounds like it's there, or it's over there, or it's over there. Man, that sucks. Take care, guys. I'll see you on the next one.